Now, speaking of national security, the proposed new US ambassador to Australia, Caroline Kennedy, has fronted a confirmation hearing in the US Senate. Her selection is a compliment to Australia, really, because she is, of course, American and Democrat royalty. The daughter of John F. Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy, an accomplished lawyer herself and diplomat, Kennedy's previously served as ambassador to Japan, so she's had significant jobs. She told the Senate committee about her family's connection to Australia, including the role of Aussies in saving her father's life during the Second World War at Guadalcanal, now the Solomon Islands.
I'll always be grateful to the Australian Coast Watchers and Solomon Islanders who rescued my father during World War II, and I know he hoped to be the first sitting president to visit Australia during his second term. If confirmed, I hope to be able to carry that legacy forward in my own small way.
Yeah, this is going to attract quite a bit of attention, isn't it, when Caroline Kennedy is eventually confirmed and heads down under. It is a serious appointment at a crucial time in our relationship, and the prospective ambassador praised Australia's leadership in this region by standing up to China.
Certainly, Australia most recently has been challenged by Chinese economic coercion, and I think that the United States can learn a lot from their response. They've stood firm, and I think they've managed to come together with a bipartisan foreign policy, and I think a greater and deeper partnership with us in the security and diplomatic areas, as well as across the board, that will serve our country and theirs well as we move forward into this increasingly tense time in the Indo-Pacific.
Yeah, well said there by the ambassador designate. Australia has been strong. A lot of other countries could learn from the way Australia has stood up to Chinese coercion. And the Labor Party will be very pleased that she mentioned the bipartisan stance. Bipartisan? Wait till she hears about Sam Dastyari and Paul Keating and Bob Carr. She'll catch up on all that when she gets down to Canberra, of course. But still, they were very wise and encouraging comments from her. There was one bit that was a worry, though. Again, one that most of the media will ignore, but I have to show you. She was asked about fires and floods and natural disasters, and we got this.
Certainly, Australia has learned a lot about these kinds of disasters, and we also have been impacted by fires and floods and storms here in the United States. So the more that we can learn about and learn how to combat and also move toward the clean energy transition and reduce the impacts of climate change, the faster we can do that. If confirmed, I would be eager to work on that.
Oh, well, she's a Democrat after all. But really, we're going to fight fires and floods by having clean energy? This stuff is just so laughable and scientifically ignorant. But everybody on the left just parrots it. The media laps it up. It's as if they choose to suspend rational analysis on anything to do with the climate change issue. Let's hope that Caroline Kennedy reads a bit of Dorothea McKellar and then concentrates on the China and Pacific issues rather than pushing climate alarmism when she heads down here.